Thank you, Amber. As Amber mentioned, I'll be walking you through some of the basics of the usage of the client portal and hopefully be able to answer any questions you may have during your usage of the portal so far. I'd like to first discuss why we have gone to using the portal to share sensitive information with you, and then we'll go into the portal itself. Many of you will already know some of the information that is presented first here, but I'd like to start from the beginning for those who have not used the portal before. We'll go from logging into the portal to understanding what you see once you log in and navigating through the site. Then I'll discuss one of the main problems we've encountered to date and your resources if you run into problems in the future. First, why use the portal? The most important reason to use the portal is security. With the increase in email fraud and identity theft, it is important that more robust security measures are put into place. Many scams tend to originate from hacked emails. One scam, which we have seen at Joyce Payne Partners, is the hacker reads through your emails and gathers any information on you they can and then contacts your financial institutions or advisors and pretends to be you. Going to the portal, we help to minimize this. Mail is safer than email, but mail can also get lost or stolen. We also have personal experience with lost mail. A few years ago, we didn't receive a batch of statements in the mail because our mail was part of a batch that was thrown away by a mailman who was unable to finish his route in a timely manner and instead threw away some of the mail he was supposed to deliver. There's also SEC regulations. The SEC has implemented a regulation that requires federally registered investment advisors, which Joyce Payne Partners is, to adopt and implement an identity theft program protection. The security provided by the portal is one way we try to provide our clients, to protect our clients against identity theft. Another reason to use the portal is the convenience of having all the documents shared between us in one place. Instead of having to dig through emails or papers to find a document, you can just go to the portal and find the documents there. Now, to get started on the portal. You may have received a welcome email like the one on the slide, this first one here. Oops, sorry. Oh, sorry. There you go. So the first one is one that has an activation, a welcome and activation slide here. Or some of you, instead of this email, may have received an email with document links in it for you. I'll show you an image a little later of that one. But once you click on this activation link here, it will take you to a page like the second one here, where you'll create a password. The password has to have capital and lowercase letters and at least one number and be at least 8 characters long. Your user login is at the email address at which you received the welcome email. Now for couples, I usually only create one account unless you've asked otherwise. So be sure to use the email address in which you received the welcome email. Once you create the password, you can log into your account and start using the portal. Now, if you decide not to create the password after clicking on that activation link, or you wait for an extended period of time before you go back to activate your account, you'll be brought to a page that looks like the second image over here. Keep that page up and then go to your email. You'll be sent an email with an activation code. Log into your email, get that activation code, put it in the box here, and click enter or continue, and you'll be sent to a page again like this one here, where you will create your password. Once you create your password, you're ready to begin using the portal. Now, if you've already logged on and created a password but forgotten what it was, you can either ask me to reset it for you, in which case you'll be asked to change the password once you log in with the password that I give you, or you can go to the portal login page, which the login section looks like this, and click on the forget your password phrase right there. You'll be taken to a screen that looks like the second image here. You put your email address in there, click the send button, and it will send you an email to reset your password. Click on this reset your password now link, and you'll be sent to a page that looks like the second image here, where you'll enter a new password. Once you've created your password, you are ready to log in. The passwords do have a history restriction, so if you think you know what the password may be, try it first before you try resetting your password. Accessing your documents. So the first way to access documents is through emails with a link in it. As I mentioned earlier, the first email notification you may have received is one with a link in it. You will receive an email with a link every single time we upload a document to your account. If you've never activated your account, in place of the click here to download these items, like here, you'll get a link that says activate my account and download these items or something similar to that. If you still need to activate your account, you will be brought to the screen to create your password as shown at the beginning of the presentation. Once you click on the link and log in, you will be brought to a page with the documents listed on the email as per the second image here, where you can download the documents. This way of accessing the documents only allows you to access the documents that are listed in the email. You cannot get to the rest of your account through this login. You can only get the documents that are linked to that email. If you want to view your entire account, you'll need to log in through the main portal login page. That address is listed here, and it brings you to the login page that looks like this. Or you can click on the client, go to joyplanepartners.com and click on the client portal page here, and it will bring you to this page to be able to log into your account. Another way of accessing your documents is through the widget. When you log into your account, you click on Apps right here along the dock bar across the top, and it will show you a list of widgets that you can download. Some of the widgets are the widgets for the desktop, for an iOS used by Apple mobile products, or for an Android, just to name a few of the commonly used devices. I'll go through the steps now for downloading the desktop widget. So once you click on the download button here for the desktop widget, you'll be brought to an install screen. You'll need Adobe Air to be able to use the widget. So if you do not have it there, which most people don't, you'll click on Perform Manual Install as shown there. So this slide here shows you the steps to install Adobe Air. If you've ever installed a program to your computer, the steps are pretty much all the same. Starting with clicking on the Download Now, then agreeing to the license agreement, and then you're finished. So once you're finished installing Apple Air, you can install the desktop widget by clicking here on Share File Desktop Widget Installer. Once you click on the installer, it will bring up a screen for you to save your file. And so please save the file to where it's easily accessible. Once you've saved it, find the installer where you saved it and double-click on the file or icon and start installing the widget. So these are the different steps to installing it. You click install, and then it will bring up the next screen. Click continue, and then you're finished. So then you're almost ready to use the widget. You'll get a green-esque icon on your desktop. If you double-click on it, it will start the login process for the widget. Once you log in, actually, before you log in, when you put your email address in there, it will, sorry, once you put your email address there, the widget will recognize if you have any other financial groups or like accountants or limited partnerships that also use Citrix ShareFile as the engine to drive their portal, and you're a client. It will notify you that it sees several accounts for you, and you have to choose which account you want to log in to. So if you want to log into the Joyce Payne Partners client portal, you'll have to choose that specific one. Once you log in, you'll see a home menu like this one, and if you click on folders, it will bring you down to the folders that you have been given access to by us. So if you've been given access to your children's accounts or your parents' accounts, you'll have folders for those that you'll be able to see as well. The widget is easier to use than the web version, but it does have some functionalities that, or the web version has some functionalities that the widget does not have. Now, it's easy to get to the web version by clicking on this icon here at the far right-hand side. That will bring you to whichever page you are on the widget. It will bring you to that page on the web version. How to navigate. At this point, I'm going to go to a more live demonstration on how to navigate around, so it will be easier for you to see where we are. To start with, I have created a login account, and here is an example of the email that you would receive to activate your account. And you'll create a login. And when you first log in, you'll see a folder, or folders if you have access to more than one client. By clicking on the folder name, you'll drill down to subfolders we've created to house documents we've uploaded for you or for you to upload to us. Please ignore the dates beside these folders here. These are the dates that I created the folders and not the date of the latest download to the folder. ShareFile is working on changing those dates, but they haven't given us an estimated date on when that's going to happen yet. So once you click on the folder names, it will drill down to the documents within the folder, or if there are other subfolders, it will show you the subfolders in there. We've tried to group the documents in more actively used folders by year to cut down on the clutter in each folder. The dates beside the documents are the dates that I uploaded to to the folder. Now, to download the document, you can either click on the document name and you can save it, or you can click on this arrow and it will give you a drop-down menu and click on download. Then you can save it to your computer. Also, if you're downloading from an email link, you can either click on the document name. Let me go back to the presentation. You can either click on the document name, or you can click on this download button that is below the documents that are linked in the email. To upload a document to a folder, you go to whichever folder you want to go to, and then you click on the Upload Files button here. You'll be taken to a screen that looks like this, and you can either choose the files that you want by clicking on here and choosing the file on your computer, or you can drag and drop the files. I guess I can't bring up the document there. And the document you choose will show up in that box there, and you have to click the Upload Files button for it to finish the upload process.
Sorry to interrupt, Vaughn. It looks like our screen might have been frozen on the presentation here, so we're going to try to get it back for everybody. Okay, there we go.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Now I just uploaded a document, and whichever employee of the firm that I've listed to receive an email from here will get an email that I uploaded a document. So at least one person in our firm will be notified immediately when you upload a file to us. Okay, so to some of the problems you may encounter. Our most commonly encountered problem we've seen is a viewing error. If you go to this magnifying glass here, you'll be able to click on it, and if it's working properly, you should be able to see the document like you see it here. If it is not working properly, you'll see a error message with the Microsoft Word web app. If you encounter that, just click on the X to close out the screen and instead download the document. So instead of viewing it, download the document to your desktop, and either by clicking on the document name or by choosing the download on the drop-down menu there and saving it to your desktop and opening it there. We are working with ShareFile to try to correct this error, but we have not been able to fix it yet, so please bear with us. The issue is that it's very sporadic, and so it makes it hard for us to narrow down what the exact cause of the problem is. So that being said, if you have any problems in the future or have any questions at all, or if you just need to reset your password, feel free to call me on my direct line at 804-554-5916, or you can email me at cwin@joycepainpartners.com. We will also be, as Amber said, putting a link on the main login page here to a recording of this presentation. So if you ever need a refresher, you can always go there and click on it and view the presentation. And again, as always, if you ever need any questions answered, need one-on-one help, feel free to contact me. Thank you, everyone, for attending this webinar, and I hope it's been helpful. And we're going to go to some questions and answer. Amber?
Thanks, Vaughn. We'll now answer any questions that have been submitted. Just as a reminder, if you need to submit a question, if you'd like to submit a question, please use the GoToWebinar panel on the right side of your screen. I believe we had a small problem in the beginning of the webinar where our slides weren't showing. So here's a picture that I was referring to earlier. The GoToWebinar panel can be expanded or collapsed using that arrow that the top large red arrow in this picture is pointing to, and a question can be entered near the bottom large red arrow. So we did get one question, which I'll ask and then answer if that's okay with you, Vaughn. Someone is asking if the portal, if our client portal, Joyce Payne Partners client portal, can send them information on accounts they have at UMB. UMB Fund Services is an administrator that we use to administer some of the limited partnerships that we manage. As Vaughn mentioned in the presentation, if you work with any accountants or limited partnerships or any other professionals that use Citrix ShareFile as their, as their portal, you would be able to access that information through the same ShareFile widget. Unfortunately, UMB is not one of those companies that does that uses Citrix ShareFile, so you will not be able to access your account information through the same system, through the same portal system. So we apologize about that, but they do have UMB Fund Services does have a client portal of their own, and you can get your documents there. We do have one more question, which I will ask you, Vaughn. What is the difference between the widget and the web version?
Well, the widget is just slightly easier. It's a desktop version, and so you can go in there and download the documents. It's easier, it's quicker to navigate just because it is on your desktop and not going through an internet link, basically. You do need an internet link to be able to for that widget to link to the files, but it is on your desktop, and so it doesn't actually link until you do a download or an upload, and so you're not constantly linked to the internet and have to worry about the speed of the internet and navigating through the web version. But also on the web version, like I said, it's a fuller version, and so there are more functionalities that you can do there, like the viewing function if it's working. And there are, you can move files around on there. You can create new folders on there. So there's more functionality on the web version, but if all you want to do is find the document and download it to your computer, the widget is the easier way. And if you save your password when you initially set it up, you won't ever have to remember your password again on that either. And so it is a lot quicker to use if those are the only functionalities you're using.
Okay, great. One more question we've received. We have a client whose husband received the email correspondence, but she is the primary person who handles all of their financial matters. So she's asking how she gets the email address changed so that she can receive the initial email and the email alert to create the password.
You can just send me an email and ask me to change that, and I will change it for you. The password will stay the same unless you ask for a new password, but I can easily change the email just if you ask. Yeah, if you send me an email, I can change it.
Excellent. Another question we've got, someone is asking for a little bit of clarification on the uploading a document. So when you want to upload a document, do you have to choose upload document at the start, and then also make sure you choose upload document after you choose which document you want to upload?
So yes, there are two steps. So let's see, I think I'm still logged in. So you go to the folder that you want to upload the documents to, and you click on upload files. Then it will bring you to a screen to choose the documents. Once you choose the documents, to finish the upload process, you click upload files again on the screen, and then it will let you, then it will finish the process and upload the documents to the folder that you've selected.
Okay, thank you. We have another question related to the one you answered earlier about passwords, or I'm sorry, emails. Instead of changing an email, are two people allowed to receive the notification emails?
Yes, just let me know. It was just, you know, instead of having you guys, especially if one person is the one handling the majority of the financial matters, getting multiple emails for the same family group, I just set it up with one person. But if you would prefer to have both people receive emails, just let me know and I can set up an additional account for you.
Excellent. Well, it looks like that's all of the questions we've received, and actually we're just running up to our time, so it's perfect timing. We'd like to thank you again for joining us for the webinar today. As a final note, remember to look for the recording of today's webinar on our YouTube channel and also through the client portal page on our website. If you ever have any additional questions on the portal or anything else for that matter, you're always welcome to contact your financial strategist or any member of the client services team. And thanks again for joining us, and we hope you have a great afternoon.